Welcome to Energy Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Tuesday, the 2nd of May, comes to you from London. And we start by looking at exchange traded contracts, and then we'll look at the OTC market in Europe, traded off the Trayport screen, updater running directly from Trayport, of course. So we start here with Brent crude falling away quite a lot over the last few weeks. So April was a bad month for Brent, but interestingly, we're just toying with the cloud at the moment. We do have this downside target of 49.22 on Brent, and if we fall below the 51.30 level, we would activate that. So a lot of turbulence here in this market, but the failure to make a new high is significant in April, and testing this $50 level. $50 is the psychological important level for Brent. WTI, of course, is through that $50 level and 49, and again it's this 47.50 level that we have to watch here. We do have this downside target of 37 still hanging over us, and quite a lot of downside targets here. 46.72, as much as 4.6% downside there, so still looking pretty bearish. Looking at nat gas, looking pretty bullish on the long-term chart, with a good upside target of 28% higher at $4.15, but we're really struggling around the $3 mark at the moment, and we're still here in the 320s, so no real action there. Taking a look at heating oil, much the same picture, and RBOB is bearish below the cloud at the moment. This was the one standout that was bullish when Brent was falling away quite heavily, but RBOB's now fallen away as well. Coal is sitting in the high 60s. We need to break that $70 level really to activate upside targets and deactivate these downside targets. Still targets mostly to the downside on coal. Looking at ICE emissions, we're below on the medium and long-term charts, and the front month MBP contract is bearish in the long and medium term on the exchange traded contract. TTF on the exchange traded contract moving higher this morning, so that's looking quite bullish as well, up nearly 1%. The dollar index is just in the medium term position at the moment, is bearish, bullish long term, and just wandering back through the cloud. Interesting to note that the dollar hit its low point last year at this time in early May, so it was interesting that we then ran away from there. So just keeping an eye on that. Of course, French elections might have an effect there, and the euro is flat at the moment. But we do still have these big downside targets. Sterling is just turned bullish again below the cloud, although it might be finding support on this lagging line. It's quite interesting, but it has been having a strong time of late. And if we look at euro sterling, euro has had the upper hand over the last couple of days, so sterling just falling away there, but no clear downside targets in the short term. Going to OTC products now, front month MBP, quite a big jump again this morning, and we're seeing here just in the chart, we're still bearish below the cloud on the medium and long term charts, but we are just seeing some short-term improvement here, just coming back through the cloud. No clear upside targets on that chart, and at the moment we've got this medium-term upside target, 44.70, but we do still have downside targets hanging over us on the long term, so quite a mixed picture. Looking at the seasons, again just recovering quite strongly this morning, but no clear upside and a lot of potential resistance to break through there as well. The prompt market has really jumped this morning, and we're seeing that just playing through on that chart. That's a day ahead, and within day again a big jump as well. So short-term markets looking quite strong. TTF again on the OTC chart just starting to break a little bit higher, and on winter summer we're seeing that as well. Gas pool just breaking above the cloud. And if looking at power markets, we look to German power here. Quite key that we're seeing that real range been going on for most this year, 28 and 31, just that €3 range. Looking at it on the weekly chart, it does look a little bit like a triangle here, symmetrical triangle, and we would hope for a break to the upside given it's a continuation of this run, but no clear evidence yet, and we do have quite a bit of downside pressure here still on the short-term chart. Looking at the quarters, we see that's just turned a little bit bearish. Power not looking quite as strong as gas, which is quite a change from where we were a few weeks ago. And on the months, again, just turning a little bit bearish on German power. French power just bullish in the short term, but bearish in the medium term, so a mixed picture there. And on the months, we're again turning just bullish there. Dutch power, just obviously not as liquid as German power or French power, but we are just seeing here trying to make a recovery. And Italian power also just finding some resistance there. And then Spanish power, the one market that's still bullish on all 3 time frames. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.